It's time for today's travel and cruise industry news. With the latest from travel and cruises around the world, here's your host, Chillie Falls.
There we go. Good morning and welcome to Travel and Cruise Industry Podcast on this New Year's Eve, 2025. We're going to put this year to bed today. Pretty happily on my part. It's been it's had some good points, but it's had some rough points too this year for me. So anyway, looking forward to a new year starting at midnight tonight. This, of course, is a little different than years past. Up until, it's been what now, 6 years ago, I guess. I did a big show up at Liberty every New Year's Eve. They had a big Christian music concert. And it was sold out every year. 20,000 people. And it was a big, big night for us. We stayed really busy, especially with the lemonade. Because I didn't have a exhaust system inside the arena, I had to set my trailer up outside. And then my cook would be out there cooking the funnel cakes, and we'd have runners to run them into a booth inside to a table. Of course, we made lemonade inside, so that was part of the stick. But yeah, so it was an interesting way to spend a New Year's Eve. Did it for years. Really profitable New Year's Eves for me. So. All right, so getting on to the business at hand. Welcome to today's podcast. Coming to you from my studio in Forest, Virginia. A little over another month of shows here before the end show. And of course, it's brought to you by Will U.S., the owner of Scootaround, and by Chilliescruises. We've got some news today. It's certainly not like Monday's show, but I mean, this is better than it's been. Our lead story today is more of a feature than a news story. Safest places to travel in 2026. Also today, a strike closes Telluride. New Year's Eve celebrations canceled worldwide amid security and safety concerns. Also today, a child falls off a pier. Mom jumped in after her. The World America is the best cruise ship. We have an Eclipse itinerary change. Search concludes without recovery. Passenger evacuated for suspected meningitis. Passengers miss ship, catch it at the next port. Royal Caribbean Best of 2025. Star of the Seas beats a packed field, and lots more here at 11 o'clock. Live this morning. All right. Today, of course, is New Year's Eve. It's also National Champagne Day. I don't think we're having champagne tonight. I think Amanda has some wine. None of us are particular champagne fans. But I think she's got some wine for dinner tonight. So that's fine with me. This day in history, in 1904, the first New Year's Eve party was held in Times Square. Now, it was a few years till they created the ball, but yeah, the party started in Times Square. I've never, have any of you ever done New Year's Eve at Times Square? Amanda's done it a couple times. I have never done it. I don't want to be in that kind of crowd. But of course, then up until, you know, until I got sick, really sick, I was busy on New Year's Eve, like I said, with Liberty. But yeah, I'm not sure I'd want to go, go do it in New York City. But that's just me. All right, the only announcement we have in the future, folks, no shows on February 6th and February 23rd, which are going to be travel days for me. And who knows, on, you know, one or both of those, I still may do something, but we're not counting on shows that day, those 2 days. Many of you that are going on the next cruises with us, the Grandiosa, on February 7th and February 14th. I did finish up the, how do I do this? There we go. Printed out my luggage tags this morning. Got the boarding pass is on my phone. I'm ready to go other than packing. Because for the next month, that's all I'm going to be doing is packing and doing this show. So, and figure out what Jason's going to take, what we're going to just haul off and get rid of. And there's going to be more hauling off and getting rid of than Jason moving it for me. So anyway, got ready to go. So I'm feeling good. I don't do things this early, but probably today I'll fold them up and put them on my luggage where I know they'll be there. All right, so let's get started with the business at hand, which we'll get to the news after a quick break from one of our fine network sponsors. I'll be right back, folks. All right, Nestor, let's get ready here, folks. We're going to start off talking about the safest place to travel in 2026. Nestor, what you got on safe places to travel?
Records, high rankings on global safety indexes, and favorable government travel advisories. Here are the safest places you can confidently travel to in 2026. Australia. Despite a recent isolated terrorist incident at Sydney's Bondi Beach, Australia remains one of the safest countries to visit in 2026. The country ranks second on Berkshire Hathaway Travel Protection's BHTP Safest Countries list and climbed to 18th on the 2025 Global Peace Index. Australia also carries a Level 1 travel advisory from the U.S. State Department, meaning travelers should exercise normal precautions. BHTP rankings are based on traveler surveys combined with global safety data, including the Global Peace Index, Numbeo statistics, and GeoShore City Safety Scores. Austria surged to third place on BHTP's 2026 safety rankings and continues to rank among the world's safest nations, holding fourth place on the Global Peace Index. With a Level 1 U.S. travel advisory, Austria remains a top choice for travelers seeking safety alongside culture, alpine scenery, and winter sports. Canada remains one of the safest countries in the world heading into 2026. It ranks tied for 14th on the Global Peace Index and 5th on BHTP's list, slipping just 2 spots from last year. The U.S. State Department also assigns Canada a Level 1 advisory, reinforcing its reputation as a low-risk destination. Denmark continues to grow in popularity among U.S. travelers while maintaining a strong safety profile. It ranks 8th on the Global Peace Index and places within BHTP's top 15 safest countries for 2026. While terrorism remains a general concern across Europe, Denmark remains a secure and well-managed destination overall. Iceland. Iceland remains the gold standard for peaceful travel. Long a leader on the Global Peace Index, it ranks 4th on BHTP's Safest Countries list for 2026, after topping the list in 2025. Reykjavik also earns the title of BHTP's Safest City in the World for 2026. Travelers can expect new hotels, wellness retreats, and tour offerings alongside Iceland's unmatched natural beauty. Ireland, a perennial safety standout, Ireland holds second place on the Global Peace Index and ranks 10th on BHTP's Safest Countries list for 2026. The Emerald Isle continues to lean into its global appeal, supported by strong tourism growth and increased overseas visitor spending. Japan. For travelers seeking a safe Asian destination, Japan remains an excellent choice. The country ranks 9th on BHTP's list and climbed to 12th on the Global Peace Index in 2025. Japan also carries a Level 1 travel advisory from the U.S. State Department, reinforcing its reputation for order, cleanliness, and public safety. Netherlands. The Netherlands tops BHTP's list as the safest country to visit in 2026. Known for its historic cities and scenic landscapes, it is also tied for 14th on the Global Peace Index. Amsterdam ranks as the 4th safest city in the world, making the country a standout for urban travelers. New Zealand. New Zealand continues to excel in global safety rankings, climbing to 3rd place on the Global Peace Index in 2025 and ranking 6th on BHTP's 2026 list. Like Australia, it carries a Level 1 U.S. travel advisory, making it a top pick for travelers seeking both adventure and security. Switzerland. Switzerland remains synonymous with safety and stability. It ranks 5th on the Global Peace Index and 8th on BHTP's Safest Countries list for 2026. Whether exploring alpine resorts or enjoying scenic rail journeys, travelers can plan with confidence. United Arab Emirates. The United Arab Emirates continues to emerge as one of the world's safest travel destinations. Ranking 7th on BHTP's list, the UAE also scores highly on the Global Peace Index. Popular cities like Dubai and Abu Dhabi combine modern infrastructure with strong security measures, making them attractive and safe choices for 2026 travel. Bottom line, from Europe and Asia to Oceania and the Middle East, these destinations prove that safety and unforgettable travel experiences can go hand in hand in 2026. After turning down the latest contract proposal, the Telluride Professional Ski Patrol Association plans to strike starting Saturday. 99% of its members voted in favor of the strike. As a result, the ski resort owner said that the resort will close indefinitely. ABC News reports that the patrollers want to be paid in line with their counterparts at other resorts in the region. The union wants starting pay to rise from $21 to $28 per hour, and for wages for the most experienced patrollers to increase from $30 to $36 per hour to $39 to $48.60 per hour. Last year, a similar situation at Utah's Park City Mountain Resort resulted in a strike that lasted almost 2 weeks. After turning down the latest contract proposal, travelers planning to ring in the new year in some of the world's most popular destinations may face disappointment, as several major cities have canceled or scaled back their New Year's Eve celebrations due to security threats, public safety concerns, and recent tragic events. According to British outlet Express, multiple large-scale celebrations were called off following credible security warnings. In Paris, the city's planned New Year's Eve concert was cancelled after authorities raised concerns about overcrowding, crowd control, and the risk of crushing as tens of thousands typically gather for the event. Officials emphasized that the decision was not linked to a specific terror threat. The city's traditional fireworks display is still expected to proceed. In Sydney, Australia, visitors will notice a quieter than usual celebration at Bondi Beach. Following a tragic shooting earlier this month, officials cancelled the popular fireworks show that normally draws around 15,000 people each year. Instead, the Sydney Harbour Bridge will be illuminated in white for 1 minute at 11 p.m. local time as a tribute to the victims. The main fireworks display over Sydney Harbour will still take place. Tokyo has also cancelled its famous New Year's Eve countdown at Shibuya Station. City officials cited concerns over overcrowding, the potential for dangerous stampedes, possible attacks, and issues related to public intoxication. Newsweek reported additional cancellations around the globe, including New Year's Eve celebrations in Bali, fireworks displays in Hong Kong and Jakarta, and all major events in Belgrade, Serbia. Some cities are opting for alternative observances. Hong Kong will host a modified celebration, while Jakarta has chosen to stand in solidarity with residents of Sumatra following a powerful 6.6 magnitude earthquake. In Belgrade, city officials explained that many attendees would have been young children, prompting the cancellation out of an abundance of caution. While smaller gatherings may still take place in many of these destinations, travelers should expect fewer crowds and a more subdued atmosphere compared to previous years. Meanwhile, major celebrations in cities such as New Orleans and Los Angeles are still scheduled to proceed. Authorities confirmed that potential security threats targeting these events were identified and prevented by law enforcement agencies, allowing festivities to continue under heightened security measures. Travelers are encouraged to stay informed and check local guidance as New Year's Eve approaches, as plans may continue to evolve in response to safety concerns. It was a frightening few minutes at Carnival Cruise Line's Celebration Key this week when a small child fell off the pier and into the water near a docked ship. The child's mother jumped in as well, and both guests were successfully rescued thanks to the quick actions of crew members. The incident happened on Carnival Sunrise while the ship was visiting the new private destination. A video posted to social media shows the tense moments and successful rescue. MSC World America has been named the best overall cruise ship of 2025. The 2025 launch vessel is known for both innovative dining and thrills at sea. Star of the Seas and Norwegian Aqua land in second and third place, respectively. Ring in the new year with exclusive deals. We're offering huge rental discounts to close out the year. You've got less than a week left to save in our most popular rental locations nationwide. Book by January 4th. Rental can take place anytime within the next 90 days. Orlando 20% off. Use code ORL Holiday. Valid until the 4th of January 26. Las Vegas 20% off. Use code LV Holiday. Valid until the 4th of January 26. LA and Anaheim 20% off. Use code CA Holiday. Valid until the 4th of January 26. San Diego 20% off. Use code San Diego 20. Valid until the 4th of January 26. 15% off in popular locations like Atlanta, Boston, Chicago, New Orleans, New York, Phoenix, Seattle, Tampa, and Washington, D.C. Use code HOLIDAY15, valid until the 4th of January 26. Book online today, or call 1-888-441-7575. Use SRN 11137. Some future guests of Celebrity Eclipse will get to have the private island experience, but not at the exclusive destination that they expected. During its April 19, 2026, sailing, the 2,850 guest ship will be switching out a stop at the newly completed Royal Beach Club Paradise Island on Nassau with a day at the tried and true Perfect Day at Coco Cay in the Bahamas. Other than guest enjoyment, Celebrity Cruises did not provide a reason for the change of plans. These tweaks can happen for a variety of reasons, like unexpected changes to port availability or maintenance requirements. An international search operation in the Baltic Sea has been concluded without locating a passenger who fell overboard from a Polish ferry near the German port of Sassnitz. The incident occurred on Sunday, aboard the ferry Scania, operated by Unity Line, while the vessel was on passage from Ystad in southern Sweden to the Polish port of Świnoujście. According to information provided by the operator, the vessel issued a man overboard alert after a witness reported that a passenger had entered the water. The individual was identified as a Polish national. Emergency services were mobilized on December 29 after a cruise ship reported a passenger suspected of having meningitis while sailing off the coast of southern Brazil, local media reported. The Costa Diadema, en route from Santos to Buenos Aires, requested medical assistance at approximately 3:30 p.m. while positioned near the Mar Grosso region of Laguna, in the state of Santa Catarina. The ship remained about half a nautical mile offshore during the operation. At the request of the Laguna Port Authority, the Santa Catarina Military Fire Department was deployed to assist with access to the harbor entrance and to escort the ship's tender boat bringing the patient ashore. The passenger is a 56-year-old woman, was disembarked at the pier at the harbor entrance, where a SAMU, Mobile Emergency Care Service, medical team was already on standby. After receiving initial medical assessment, she was transported to Laguna Hospital for further evaluation. 2 cruise passengers were left behind at Puerto Princesa port on December 29, after failing to return to their ship before the official boarding deadline. The pair had gone on a self-organized trip to the Puerto Princesa underground river using a rented motorcycle and arrived late at the port. The cruise ship Norwegian Sun departed at 5 p.m., while the passengers reportedly believed boarding was until 5:30 p.m. When the two arrived at the pier, the ship had already set sail and was about 5 meters away from the dock. Port officials explained that the vessel could not return due to safety regulations. Despite being left behind, the passengers remained calm and in good spirits. They even took photos and videos of the moment, joking that they wanted to capture the wonderful experience. Local authorities stepped in to assist the 2 passengers. They were offered options to rejoin the cruise, including traveling to the ship's next port of call in Boracay. Step aside, Carnival. There is a new, best overall cruise line in town. Royal Caribbean has been named the best overall cruise line of 2025, unseating Carnival Cruise Line from the top spot for the first time in the history of the Cruise Hive Awards. But if it's any consolation to Carnival, which came in second place, the competition was fierce. Royal Caribbean won with 18.3% of the vote, which is only 1.1 points ahead of Carnival at 17.2%. Third and fourth place is only separated by less than a percentage point, with Celebrity Cruises at 12.6% and MSC Cruises at 12.4%. Royal Caribbean's Star of the Seas is indeed a shining star for this year's Cruise Hive Awards, as it has been chosen as Best New Cruise Ship of 2025 with 22.4% of the overall vote. The competition was fierce, with MSC Cruises' MSC World America coming in at a close second with 19.8% of the vote and Star Princess, in third place with 16.4% of the vote. Ring in the new year with exclusive deals. We're offering huge rental discounts to close out the year. You've got less than a week left to save in our most popular rental locations nationwide. Book by January 4th. Rental can take place anytime within the next 90 days. Orlando 20% off. Use code ORL Holiday. Valid until the 4th of January 26. Las Vegas 20% off. Use code LV Holiday. Valid until the 4th of January 26. LA and Anaheim 20% off. Use code CA Holiday. Valid until the 4th of January 26. San Diego 20% off. Use code San Diego 20, valid until the 4th of January 26. 15% off in popular locations like Atlanta, Boston, Chicago, New Orleans, New York, Phoenix, Seattle, Tampa, and Washington, D.C. Use code HOLIDAY15, valid until the 4th of January 26. Book online today, or call 1-888-441-7575. Use SRN 11137.
All right, that's going to put an end to the news portion of today's show. Thank you, Nestor, for your continued good work. All right, so I did have a couple other things to mention to you today. Hot Air Tom has been suffering under some kidney stone problems, so keep him in your thoughts today. And Gary Older Than Dirt, I haven't looked in the chat room, so I don't know if Gary's with us or not. Gary sent me a message last night, and I looked at it and I checked, and he was right. I have linked all the passengers together for the second Grandiosa cruise. I also linked the passengers without Roger and his friend on the first cruise, and that's disappeared. So Gary was going to call and try to do it under his, wanted to know my, cabin number and so forth. I said, I'll take care of it. I'll call him back. because I already did that once, and now why it's not there, I don't know. But I'm glad Gary caught that, and I'll take care of that as soon as I get off the air. I got the list right here to give them all the formalities that we got to go through. So, all right, so let's jump over in the chat room and see who's with us today. Hot Air Tom says, Happy New Year's to everybody. There's Mike. Hi, Mike on the other side of the pond. Kenneth's with us. Says, good morning to Chillie and Tom. Happy New Year's, everybody. Hopefully it's a better year this year. I think all of us could stand a little improvement. There's a lot of improvement in the world that I'd like to see. But anyway, Mike says, Happy New Year's to everyone. Thank you very much, Mike. Hot Air Tom starting off the new year with 3 kidney stones. Yeah, that kind of sucks. Bob is with us. Hi, Bob. He says, good morning and happy new year. Always good to hear from Bob. Hot Air Tom is waiting for new insurance and scheduling a blast procedure. Sonny's with us, says, Happy New Year to everybody. James Williams says, Happy New Year's to everyone. Happy New Year's to you as well. Sonny says, oh no, that's not good. Talking about Hot Air Tom's kidney stones. Adult beverages are in order tonight, y'all. There's Gary Older Than Dirt. Says good morning and happy new year. Eli is with us. Happy New Year, everyone. Just remember our New Year's celebration from Sydney a few years ago. Today we'll just enjoy it from here in Playa. Yeah, that was kind of it was a fun show when you were on it, and then I stayed on the air for 24 hours or close to 24 hours, and I was one dead duck by the time it was over with. But I had a bunch of people come in and join me that day. It was really, it was a fun show to do, but it was. And it started off, Eli was in Sydney, Australia. And while we didn't actually start it off in Thailand, we did start it off in Sydney, which was pretty close to the very start of things. Always good to have you, my dear. And Eli says, I'm starting to pack for my next adventure, leaving in less than a week. Yes, going to Azamara. I'm not even sure how to pronounce it. Azamara Quest. Sonny says, Elizabeth, where are you off to? Yeah, she's got one interesting cruise on the Quest. And then I think they're going to change her to another ship, if I remember that correctly. There's Joanne says, Happy New Year's to everybody. And Eli said, yes, Azamara Quest next week. Hot Air says, where are you boarding and what type of itineraries? She's boarding in Miami, I can tell you that. And it's got some really cool stops down in the Eastern Caribbean that I wasn't familiar with. Jamin's with us. Good morning, Jamin. Happy New Year to you as well. That would be a good group cruise, Chillie, to go to Ireland. Yeah, except I don't know. I'd have to find round trip cruises again. Eli says, "Hi there, hope you're better soon. I join in Miami and disembark in Barbados on 17 and off to another ship. Caribbean for now, possibly Viking next." Hot Air says, "We have a triple booking on breakaway from Boston in October and November." Kenneth says, "I'll have to look in that. What's the dates?" Kenneth also says, "Hey, Tom, did we print out or did you print out my boarding pass already and luggage tags?" It's easy to do, Kenneth, if Tom didn't do yours. The dates on Tom's 3 cruises are October 18th, 25th, and November 1st of 2026. Kenneth, no, did not. Did you get an email from MSC with the info? If not, maybe Chillie Cruises can print them out for us to have at the resort. I don't have access to the app to request. Okay, I'll ask Chillie if he could help me out, and I'll buy him a drink on the ship. Yeah, well, you don't have to worry about that. So how many luggage tags do you want? I'm assuming that it's on the same batch of pages that mine are on. Now, I won't be able to, well, no, maybe I can. If I can get your boarding pass sent to your phone by your email, I'll try to do that as well. That's what I did with mine. You know, my boarding pass is on my phone, and then I printed out my luggage tags. The link showed up when I did the online check-in. Roger's with us down in Jacksonville, says Happy New Year. 10 people watching. Let's see more thumbs up. Thank you, Eli. Just one. Thank you, Chillie. No problem, Kenneth. I got you covered. Just one. Oh, I see. Just one luggage tag. All right. Yeah, I can probably come up with that. I'm pretty sure that yours and mine are together. So I'll go looking for it. I'll let you know if I can't. I'm pretty sure I can. All right, guys, that's going to wrap me up for today. Again, everybody, don't over celebrate tonight. If you do over celebrate, be careful. I am probably going to do nothing tonight other than watch a little television. Oh, I know what else I wanted to do, folks, because some of you people are a hell of a lot smarter than I am. Last night, I'm sitting there watching television like normal. And I was watching NCIS, which I do every Tuesday night now that they moved it to Tuesday. And all of a sudden, I was 15, 20 minutes into one of the shows. All of a sudden, audio from a news channel mixed in with the show. And the only way I could get it off was to turn the television off, let it sit for a minute, turn it back on, and then it went back to the channel that I was on to start with. And then it would be fine for a few minutes. And then it would do it again. It did it all night. It's still doing it this morning. It might be 4 or 5 minutes that it's fine. It might be 20 minutes that it's fine. And then some channel comes back with the audio and it's louder than the program itself. And the only way to get that I found out to get rid of it is to turn the damn television off. So if anybody has any thoughts on that, let me know, because I hate to me, one of the world's worst phone calls is to call the cable company. So anyway, let me know, guys, please, if you have any thoughts on that or anything else that I can do. If not, I could use one of your tags since we're in the same room, right? Yeah, there's the same room. That one way or the other, I got you covered, Kenneth. I didn't think about that. And Kenneth says 2 vodka and 2 orange juice will get rid of the kidney stones. No driving tonight. Yeah, that's a good idea. Except he's got to go out there and get on the ramp. And that could be dangerous. All right, guys. That's going to wrap me up for today. As always, thanks for being here. Like Eli said, smash that thumbs up button. Take this as my invitation to join us and subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell notification so you'll be notified when I go live or a new video is up. And that's going to wrap it up for today, guys. As always, stay safe, stay healthy. Think about cruising. Hopefully one day soon we'll all get together on the high seas. Happy New Year's, everybody. Have fun tonight. I'll see you back here on Friday.
I regularly post videos on all facets of the travel and cruise industry. So if you like to keep up with the latest in cruise ships, ports of call, cruises themselves, Chillie chats, and travel and cruise industry news, just hit the little subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner, hit the bell notification so you'll be notified when a new video is up or we go live. This video was produced by Chilliescruises.